Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Volatility. I am doing a quick video on all the major Forex pairs. I did a video on the indexes or indices prior to this one, and after this one, I'll do one on volatility pairs. So, how I like to start it off, I like to start off at looking at the dollar index. Basically, gives me a direction of where the market is going in terms of the dollar pairs, and then we'll look at the euro index, the pound index, the New Zealand index, and all the other indexes as well. So first thing we want to see is where are we right now. Last week we had a crazy week, um, and we had a good week as well. But what I want to show you guys is we have this trend line in play here. Okay, you guys can see that trend line. Okay, that trend line right now is our next resistance. Currently, we have this resistance that we need to get over before we can worry about this trend line. So let me take you guys to the monthly time frame and actually show you guys, the bigger picture and how important the dollar's position is right now in terms of an overall picture. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have this trend line all the way from about 2011, 2010. So we've been in a bull market ever since. And right now, if you guys zoom in onto the lower time frames, I'll actually show you. Let me just adjust this line here. Okay. If we zoom in, we can see that we have actually broken this major support line that was holding us up in this bull market. So as you can see, we had a monthly close below it, and right now it seems like we are either rebounding to maybe get above this 93 level. If we do, I feel like maybe we could push back into this trend, or we could test this trend and come to the downside. As you can see, guys, I have these indications drawn. Okay, so once we get above 94.28, we are looking for buying setups. Okay, and once we get below 92, we are looking for selling setups. And right now we're basically in the middle of that zone. Okay, we're in the middle of that zone. Things are kind of choppy right now, but let's look at it on the smaller time frame and see what's actually happening, see what's actually going down. So I'm actually going to go to the 4-hour time frame so that you guys can see this thing properly. Okay, just zoom out, just zoom out, just zoom out. Okay, so you guys can see we're within this channel. Okay, we are within this channel. We've basically been buying. I want to show you guys. We've basically been just going up, down, up, down, up, down. And what you guys want to notice is that this was the high. Okay, this was below. Okay, I don't know what type of low that is, but anyways, this was a higher low. Okay, and this was a lower low. And you guys can see we've been creating higher lows and lower lows. Okay, and what that clearly means that we're in a downtrend. Okay, we're in a downtrend and we're looking for selling setups. So right now the dollar is at a really nice zone in terms of a sell position, and it could give us really nice trades to the downside. So let's go to the hourly time frame and see what it is that's actually happening right here. Okay, as you guys can see, we're basically in the zone here. We have this line here that's holding there. We have this high here that's holding here. Okay, and what I'm seeing is this mid zone here. Okay, we have that in the mid zone that's happening. What I want to see happen is the dollar come down, maybe push, and then push to the downside. Okay, that's what I would like it to do. And then overall, I want to see the dollar going down this week. That is my perspective, that is my bias. I don't know if you guys can maybe see this, but here we have a shoulder, here we have a head, and here we kind of forming another shoulder. If this is the width right here, that means you could potentially see a move down to about 9100. Okay, 91, around that level. So that would be our target. And when would we get into this trade? I honestly don't trade DXY. I basically just use it as an indication to find other opportunities on the other dollar currencies. Okay, so as you can see, okay, the bias for this week is that we're looking for dollar weakness. Okay, so that means if we're looking for dollar weakness, we're looking for other currencies what to strengthen. Okay, so let's start off with the South African rand, guys. I have not analyzed the markets ever since last week, and basically this is just a fresh review for me as well as to what is happening. Okay, okay. So as you can see, guys, we have this low in place here, and this is our next support level. Let me just drag that. Let's move this slide for you guys. Okay. Okay, this is basically our next support level. Okay. So what I see happening with the rand this week is if you go in, if you zoom in a bit closer, okay, you can see we have this resistance line above here. Okay. We had this break of this support line here. Okay, let's see if yeah, this is I don't think this line, it seems like it's been doing something. Let's look at the bigger picture. It seems like it's been doing some, but as you can see, guys, things have been very choppy here. Things have been very choppy. But the way I see it, if you guys maybe will see, I see this. I see this little triangle forming here. This is the low here, down here. And what we could potentially see is that either if the dollar strengthens, we could see the rand push up and weaken again. And if the dollar weakens this week, we could potentially see the rand come down to about 16 to the dollar. Okay, so potentially, honestly, I don't see a good risk toward trade here. So I'm just gonna move on and look at the other trades. Okay, there's plenty of opportunities, guys. I look at about 25 different currency pairs. So there's always a trade out there. Okay, so as you can see, the Mexican pesos paid us here when the dollar reached this support level that we had here, and ever since we've broken down. So what I'm looking for now on this is okay. The dollar's weakening, so probably the peso is going to strengthen even more. And right now, I have this trend here, this trend support level right here at 21.48, around there, 29, 21.49. Okay, and if I show you guys on the daily, you'll probably get to see it more in depth. Okay. You can see this is where this low, basically where the market turned around. So this is kind of a level of significance. If we lose this level, what I see happening is I see the market coming down. I see the Mexican pesos coming down to about this level, 21.20, around there. Basically late 20s, 21 is our target. Okay, and that would be a really fair trade if we had to take it to the downside. You don't want to risk too much. Let's see what the risk to reward could potentially be. Okay, always make sure that we want a minimum of a 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2, there we go. 1 to 2 trade. Okay, to the downside. If we could see something like that, that would be really nice because the dollar is weakening at the moment. Okay, so let's see what happens with the Mexican pesos. Okay, let's look at the USD JPY. Really choppy, very choppy. Let's go into a smaller time frame. This one actually needs a smaller time frame. We'll just remove all of these triangles that I have going here. Make it a bit neat for you guys. Okay, let's see if this line has been holding. I feel like this is the next low. I think we should use this line here. Okay, let's see where our highs are. Okay, this is kind of our highs that I use. Okay, so as you can see guys, we're kind of in this range. If we see the dollar weakening even further, that could potentially mean that the yen could strengthen a bit more. And what we could see is that the yen will probably come down to about 105,700. That is potentially our first target, the way I see it. So let's look at the 1 hour time frame and just see what's happening a bit more. Okay, so we have this trend intact right here. We have this trend intact right here. It seems like it broke it. Yeah, seems like it broke it. Okay, so as you guys can see, we had the market rally, tested this line was confirmed, and then it came, it broke through that line, and then it just consolidated right here. And then it went above that line, it couldn't get above it, or couldn't stay above it, and it came back down. So I would look at that as a retest. And what we could potentially see this week is that the USD JPY coming down to this level. Okay, that, so if you guys are looking for setups like that, look for the USD JPY, look for selling opportunity. Okay, USD CAD, let's see what's happening. I'll show you guys in the daily. You guys will see that we're in a nice downtrend, a very nice downtrend. Okay, you see this downtrend that we're at right now. If you see the dollar continuing to weaken like this, honestly, the first target that we have right now, or the major target that we have, is this 1.31 level down here. Okay, it may be a bit choppy until we get down there. Let me show you guys on the weekly time frame. We've basically broken out of this line that was support, now turned into resistance, and you guys can see this trend has been holding the market up for a pretty long time. Okay, the market has been holding ever since 2012. This line has been holding up. Okay, and we've broken out of that line. Okay, so that means you're potentially looking for further weakness, and we're probably only looking for buying opportunities again, or looking for the dollar to strengthen once USD CAD gets to about 1.31. Okay, so right now on the 4 hour time frame, I have these pivot levels right here. Okay, as you can see, the market has been respecting these levels here. If we could see price come maybe test this line here, maybe fake out, come test that, and then continue coming down, that would be a nice trade. As you guys can see, maybe there's some type of head, shoulder there, head here, and then of course another shoulder forming here. Here is your, that's not a straight line. Here is your line, and then you can potentially be looking to, take out these lows here and go even further. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing with the USD CAD. If you guys want to keep up to date as to what's happening, definitely do take my number down in the description and WhatsApp, and I'll add you to the group chat where we do share some trade ideas for non-members. Okay, so overall, we're looking for the USD CAD to weaken. Let's look at the USD CHF. Let's see what's happening. This trade looks like may have some potential. I haven't traded this currency in a while, and honestly, right now I feel like this is a trade that we can use on the sideline. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, honestly, honestly, I feel like this trade there is really no good trade. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, what is the next one? The EXY. So basically, this is the euro strength. As you guys can see, we've been consolidating in the zone here. I've been watching what's happening. So basically, when the euro comes down to this level around here, basically, I'm looking to buy euro pairs. Uh, so we have this trend also in play there. Okay. So let's see in depth what is happening. Let's see what is happening. Okay. So this is our support level that we have down here. Okay. And if we could see the euro either come down to this level here and then push the upside, that is very healthy. Or we could see it push down and test this trend line that we have here and then push the upside. Okay, that would be a really nice trade. So for now, I feel like if we're looking for selling setups, short-term selling setups with the euro, that would be fair. So let's see what the market has to say with the euro USD. Okay, euro USD. Let's see what is happening. Okay. So overall, guys, we're still in this bull market. We're looking. Our first target is about 121. We're looking for the euro to strengthen more than the dollar. So if we could see this market potentially come down to this level here, test that line and then push the upside, that would be a really nice trade. Okay. Or we could just see this thing push to the upside here, maybe consolidate here for a few, and then give us a move to the upside. That would be a really nice trade. Okay, but let's keep an eye on it and see what happens. But for now, we're basically in the middle. We're in the middle of a zone. We're basically not at support, we're not at the resistance, we're in the middle. So I'm not comfortable taking trades in the middle. I like to buy low and sell high. So right now we have to wait and see what happens with the Euro USD. Um, Hopefully we can see this thing come and test this line maybe and then give us a push to the upside. That would be honestly a nice trade. Okay, let's see. Euro GBP. Okay. So this support line has been respected and it's pushing to the upside. So I feel like this is a trade that we've missed, that we have missed the bus. Let's see what happens during the week. Maybe we'll get a trade opportunity as the week continues. Euro JPY. Honestly, very choppy for me right now. Very choppy, very choppy. We're at the top of this resistance line here. I don't know if maybe I can show you guys on the weekly where I get that line from. Okay. You guys can see the market is at the zone right here. Okay, so we either, since the euro is strengthening, right, we're probably looking for this thing to take out the zone, maybe test again and then push the upside. Okay, that is for the euro. But right now, I feel like let's wait, let's see what happens around the zone because this is currently our resistance right now. Because we could potentially see the market just coming down and then maybe doing a little something and then pushing to the upside, going to the downside. So right now, I feel like let's see what happens around the zone. Let's see what happens around the zone, and then potentially we could see a nice trade to the upside. But my bias to the euro is to the upside. So let's see what plays out here. Let's honestly see what plays out here. Let me just adjust this trend line so that we can get all of those touches. Okay. So you guys can see this touch here, this touch here. We had these touches here. Okay, we had this fake breakout here. Okay, and then this line is holding right now. So as you can see, we're consolidating here. You could either see this thing push down here, consolidate in the zone, and then go to the upside. Okay, so that is the other possibility that I'm looking at right now. But honestly, on the sidelines for now, with this trade, let's see what plays out. I would honestly want to buy it around that 124, 450 level. Okay, so Euro Australian dollar. As you guys can see that I have it indicated here. I'm only looking to buy once we get within this channel or in this ranging zone that we was in, then I'll be comfortable for it to buy. I did indicate the last time once we had broken out of this zone here that we're looking for a move to the downside. I was expecting to come to this zone and give us a push to the upside, but we literally just flew right through that zone, and we're expecting this trend line that I have here. And then hopefully we can see the market maybe just give us, push to the upside like that gradually. Okay, so that's what I have for the Euro AUD. Um, Join our group chat to keep up to date with some of these trades that we take. Okay, this is a trade that I'm looking at long term. Hopefully, um, this trade can play out the way. So let me just remove this one pattern that I have here. Seems like he does want it to be, but okay. Um, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So this chart has been really slow. We were stuck in this area for like a really long time, from like beginning of June to literally late July. We were in the zone, like really no action. And ever since we broke out of that zone, we've had some really nice action. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame and show you guys, what I potentially see on the lower time frame, and let's see if it plays out the way. Okay, so we had this nice saw here. Literally, when we reached the top of this level here, we're looking for selling setups, and as you can see, literally, it kissed our sell limit, kissed it, and it went down and even surpassed our take profit. So let me actually remove that. Our trade is complete, and right now we've broken out of this channel. So let's draw this trend line that I see here. Okay, let's draw this trend line I see here. Okay, let's see if the zone will be respected. So what I'm looking at is that either price will come up and test this zone, this area here, and either go down, or it will break the zone and literally push up to this high again, and then from there only will we be looking for selling opportunities again. Okay, so overall we're expecting the Euro NZD to strengthen. We're looking for the Euro to strengthen, so I will not be surprised if we see a really bullish week this week and come up to this 8100 level, and then maybe look for a small push to the downside, then get in our overall trade. So this is when we want to get in to the upside. This is where we believe that the trade will actually push to the upside. So we'll have a small stop loss, and this is on the hourly. So, and then this will be our target again. Okay. So this trade is still going to take some time, but as you can see, it's still in the zone as well. So this could be a potential trade to the upside. Use the same stop loss that I have here, and this could be a really nice trade that will play out. Guys, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a trader looking to make money as well in the markets, and I'm just sharing my trading ideas with you guys. So let's look at the British pound. So as you can see, we're in this range, we're consolidating. I was expecting to push to the upside, or if it broke out of that zone, push to the downside and test resistance. That did not happen. It pushed up, it tested my resistance level here, it respected it, and it came back down. It seems like now it's turning around to go test it again. So that means we are looking for GBP strength overall. If the dollar is weak, that means what? The GBP is going to be probably stronger. So let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens around this zone. So we had this consolidation zone here. We had a harmonic pattern here. It didn't really play out the way I want to show you guys. We had a harmonic pattern placed here. See, we had the zone. We were expecting to push. It actually played out from here. We're looking to push down, give us at least a nice push to the upside from that zone and then continue to the upside. But it actually moved sooner than we expected, so we didn't really get into this trade. But right now, what I see here is I see this trend and up here. Once you get above this trend, then we are looking to overall buy this thing to the upside. Okay, we're looking to buy. So our first target would probably be this, the top of this high here. That would be our first target. Okay, and then our stop losses will probably be around here. If we get back into the zone, we could possibly even come down and test this channel again, and then move to the upside again. So let's see what plays out this week with USD, with GBP USD. But overall, you're looking for pound strength. So the first setup I spoke about is probably the most likely to occur. Okay. This was an awesome trade that we had on the GBP CAD. Let me just remove that harmonic pattern that I had placed there. So overall, guys, I feel like this trade could occur again. We'll be looking to buy again around this level here. Okay, we'll be looking for some buying movements to the upside. So you guys can see we have this channel here intact, and yeah, that's not the channel. Okay, so if we can see this zone be respected again and then push the upside, that will be an awesome trade to the upside. And if you guys can see, we're creating higher lows and lower lows. So I want to show you guys from this angle as well. Okay, nice channel to the downside. So we could potentially see this thing play out really amazing. GBP CAD. Okay, I'll have my eye on that trade this week. Boom. GBP Swiss franc played out amazing to a harmonic pattern last week. Overall, we're looking for the pound to strengthen. So right now, let's see what happens around the zone. We could see a push to the upside, but I'll honestly be on the sidelines with that. Okay, let's see what's happening with the GBP AUD. I have not analyzed that. Also analyze it. So let's just skip it. So many pairs, and I just want to run through them as quick as possible because Zoom does not allow me to chat forever. GBP Yen, no, I'm not interested right now. Okay, this trade also played out amazing. Let's see if we can, if this zone that we have here will be respected. Okay. Let's see if this zone will be respected here, guys. This is potentially a good trade as well for the upside. So this is the British pound, Singaporean dollar. So what I would like to see is some reaction around this level. I'd honestly like to see some reaction. and then go test those highs, break out of this all-time high resistance that we have here. Okay, so GBP trades really nice. I really enjoy trading with GBP. So let's see what's happening with the New Zealand index. See if we are strengthening or weakening. Okay, okay. So this trade played out as expected the last time. Okay, as you can see, we're above this level here. So this is our support. So that means if we get below that, will be our resistance, and we're looking to sell. But for now, we're only looking to buy. So let's see what buying opportunities we can find right now in the New Zealand USD. Remember, the dollar is weakening, so the New Zealand dollar could strengthen. Let's see what setup we can find right there. Okay, I forgive my PC, it is pretty slow today. Awesome, 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 awesome. This trade played out the way we wanted it to play out. Oh, okay, there's really no trade right now. I honestly feel like we should wait and see what happens. As you can see, guys, we're at resistance, so this thing could be selling off the downside. But let's have this channel drawn in here. Okay, it could respect this area here. It honestly could respect this area. Once we only get above this line, then I'll be looking for buying opportunities. But for now, let's see what happens. We're basically in the middle of this area. And remember what I said, I only like to buy at support and sell at resistance. So we're kind of in the middle right now. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. Okay, NZD CAD. Okay, so this could be a nice trade to the upside once we get above this trade. So let's look for a long position here. This could be a nice trade to the upside. It's below that previous low. Then this is what I see happening with the New Zealand Canadian dollar. Okay, let's go on this trend line. Only once we get above this zone, this trend line here, then I'll be comfortable to get into this trade. And as you can see, it's basically like it's at that zone. So this will be a really nice trade to the upside. Have your stops there, and you'll be good to go. Okay. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. NZDJPY. Okay. So basically, it's the same thing as the NZD CAD. It's in the middle of the zone right now. Let's see what happens as the week goes by. Let's fly through that. Australian dollar index. Okay. We're seeing a little something happening here. We're seeing a little something happening here. Okay. This area is being respected. What I feel could possibly happen is that we could actually go below. Actually go below and maybe contest this zone that we have here, and then only we look for buying opportunities. You guys can see we kind of have this trend line intact here. Trend line through that. Okay, so this line, once we lose that line, then we could, our first target would be around there. But for now, if we stay above this line and actually get above this trend line, I'm gonna draw right now, then we'll be looking for buying opportunities. But for now, honestly, this is a trade we want to watch and see because it's going to tell us a lot about the Australian dollar this week. Okay, so we have this really nice triangle here. As you guys can see, we had this triangle pattern here, and then we literally grew off to the top. Okay, so what we're expecting to see right now is some sort of continuation pattern to the upside. So let me draw these pivot points here. Okay. As you can see, this chart is a bit choppy, Okay, it's a bit choppy. These are the levels that I'm looking at right now. These are the levels that I'm looking at. But I'm honestly just watching to see what happens here. What I feel could possibly happen is that we come and test these areas here. We come and test these areas and then look for a potential move to the upside. Okay, you can see some sort of pattern form there. That would be really amazing. Some sort of bullish pattern. So let's see what plays out this week. Let's honestly see what plays out this week. But that would be a really nice trend to get into. Okay, let's go AUD CAD. Okay, so you guys can see we have that head and shoulders there. We came back, we literally tested that zone. We tested that zone, and then we couldn't get above it, and then we literally continued going down. So right now, you can see, guys, we're in the middle of the zone. I'm really not comfortable buying, selling right now. Let's see if we can get to either this area up here or this area down here, for either buying or selling opportunities. But honestly, I feel like we should be patient with this one, because once it moves in the direction, it moves in the direction. But what I'm seeing here with my trend line is that we can't be breaking out of this area. But we're testing this area, yeah. We're actually breaking out. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame and see what's happening. Okay. So for those that actually want to get into this trade, what I like about this is that we actually broke above this resistance and now is support, and you potentially see the move to the upside immediately. So if you want to get into this trade, um, your major target would be up there, and then your minor target would be around here at about 95,700, and then your stop loss, just keep it tight so you know where you're on. Okay, keep it tight, keep it tight. I feel like you can have it a bit tighter than that. Okay, that's a 1 to 5 trade. Okay, that would be a really nice trade to the upside. Okay, so guys, that's about it. This is the last one. I think AUD CAD, AUD JPY. Yeah, AUD NZD. Honestly, don't see anything happening there. You see AUD NZD. It's up on the day, so yeah, this looks like a really nice trade out. Looks like a really nice trade happening here. Let me show you guys what you see. Okay, we have this level now that is support. It can, and what we could potentially see is that the market could either just play around this area here. The market could literally play around this area here, but overall, uh, I feel like, if you come test this area here, come test this previous pivot here, okay, you see these zones here, and that is what I'm looking at. So this could be potentially a nice trade to the upside. So let's keep our eye on this trade, and this is on the 15 minutes. If we look at it on the 4 hour, we'll probably see something quite similar. Okay, that's a 1 to 3 trade. Okay, so let's look at it on the 4 hour time frame and see what's actually happening. Okay, yeah. So this could be a nice trade. If we lose this level here, and get below this trend line, then only will we be looking for selling opportunities. But I honestly feel this thing is going back up. So this trade that I placed here, this could be an awesome trade to the upside, and it could even potentially go higher than that. So if we enter two trades, one with a higher target, around here, maybe at around 1111, that would be a nice trade as well. So I was looking at this pattern, expecting to push the upside. It didn't, it came to the downside, but this could probably be that extension that takes us to the upside. So guys, that is the majority of the AUD pairs. Let's see what else we have here. Canadian dollar pairs. NFP lost weight actually exploded this trade. Okay, so we actually took this trade to the upside. Actually took this trade to the upside. We made profits. We got in right there, and we took profit around there. And as you can see, guys, we literally in this channel here. I feel like something big is gonna happen. Either we're gonna consolidate a bit and then push the upside finally, or if this thing weakens, we could come down and test the zone down here. Okay, this is just through technical analysis from what I'm seeing. So that is all of the pairs that I have for this week, guys. I just want to say thank you for those that actually stayed this long to actually watch what we have going on. If you guys liked the way I look at the markets and stuff, definitely do subscribe and leave a like and leave a comment of what you want to see next. If you want to see me, analyze the pairs from scratch, definitely just leave your comments, guys, and I'll definitely get back to them. And if you want to learn how to trade and actually become a profitable trader, and learn from 6 and 7 figure earners, traders, guys, definitely do contact me as well. I have amazing opportunity going on right now that's changing the lives of thousands of people, and it has totally changed my life as well. And if it's changed mine, I believe it can change yours as well. So guys, thank you again for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.